Professor, this is Kevin. I I think I finished with my project. It is working. Couple of things that I maybe lost point on it, but I got it running. So let's start. So this is my final project. Basically using some of the services within Amazon. The Amazon Web Services, and I really like it really a lot. Maybe I would try Archer just to taste another one. Um, I it's way better than I really expected. Like I can see myself using one of these services, even though at first I was a little bit hesitant because I thought it was too much power, but it is too much power, but we allow convenience. So with my process, I in my first assignment that I already submitted, I was to create a server instance. So I did that. Then on this assignment, I had to create a DynamoDB, a Lambda function, and an API gateway. So for my table, I named it same as yours. I use the create table button, fill the table, and then create it. I think there's no need to create any table. Went to items, and then on create item, I just created my email and password item. Nothing too bad. There was one thing I had to use access control in order to be able to fetch that data from the database because it was giving me a access denied re- re- uh, restriction. So after I did that, it worked. I really took a lot of time doing that. It was a little bit hard to find out, but I was finally able to get it working. So the next step I went from is creating the London function that will connect with the database and in my application. Um, so I wait, action was it like that? Let's go to Lambda. Yep, create function, and then I leave it as it is. No yes, and then give it a name. After I name it, give it a name, create function, and then I I ended up with my function and then place the code here. So give me a little test to see. Oh well, it's not working because of the event queries. There's nothing passing right now. I did test it out with a string with my email and password, and it did work. So the gateway. So the gateway, you will see in my code. I create a post, so I will be able to just pass the information down and no, not needing really, not I didn't want to use the query string, but it is what it is. And once I'm able, maybe that's the part I will lose some points. Anyway, so to create, I first went to resources, create a get, and then after creating a get, I can either go to this stage or in action deploy API, and then configure my stage. After I configure my stage, I return here, and then I can use this URL to be able to fetch my data from the database. And that's it for the configuration. So my application, it is running right now, but let's get into the code. So I think I managed to place all the question mark right in the place. uh, I make sure that there's a response in case the 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 email or the password is not valid. And like you can see here, yeah, this is the part I don't really like this, but it's the only way I got it running. So I hope to learn more about databases and connections to make sure that this is more secure. I mean, it's not showing in the URL when once the page is submitted, but it's still quite accessible here in any case. Um, so to my code, I use Kevin Fernandez at AOL.com. My password is 123, and then submit, and you get the information from the server. That's all for now, Professor. Thank you. Have a good one.